Welcome to Seneca Indians Basketball, live on kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Seneca Indians. Now let's join Ben Walcott live on location.
And a pleasant good evening, and we welcome you here to Seneca as we get set for high school basketball here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network. Big 8 action here for you this evening, as it is the Aurora Hound Dogs coming in at 13-7 overall, 4-0 in the Big 8, versus the Seneca Indians coming in at 7-10 overall, 2-2 in a Big 8 play. Your countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Daryl Harbaugh as we get set for action here tonight. And Daryl, it is homecoming night here in Seneca, a big crowd here, and Seneca going to hopefully use that to their advantage here tonight as they try and pull off an upset.
Well, you hope so. I mean, it's it's always homecoming. It's always a big crowd. Always drags out. The ceremony is going on right now. If you're watching, you watch it on film. I've got the camera pointed to the middle of it. But it's always a good deal. It's always a fun time, and it always makes a good crowd.
Biggest crowd probably of the year here for Seneca, and Seneca always does a good job of coming out and supporting no matter what team it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Seneca does a great job overall. The community likes to support the young kids here and their teams, and they love to watch them play. I mean, we've got kids here we got people here that don't even have anybody in the
school district.
What do you call that? They don't have a dog in the hunt.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody here that's a player or a cheerleader. They don't have anybody like that. But they're here so they love to watch the kids play, and they love to be competitive, and they just love to cheer them on.
You look at the district standings, this game is big, not only Big 8-wise, district-wise, as it is a mess at the top of the district, but that will be figured out here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
East Newton is 14-6 overall, Aurora 13-7, Mount Vernon 12-7, and Monette 10-10. Mount Vernon is at East Newton tonight, and then East Newton travels to Aurora next Friday night, so some of that will be determined here in the next week. But you look at the top 3, maybe even the top 4 in Monette, you think it's anybody's district between Aurora, Cassville, East Newton, or not Cassville, Aurora, East Newton, Monette, and Mount Vernon. And Seneca and Cassville can knock off any of those teams on a good night.
Yeah, it's who can get hot at the right time. And here we are, starting here in the 1st of February. This is when you need to have everything in place, and everything understanding. The kids need to understand exactly, what they're doing and what their role is on the team for the team to be successful. And, this is where from now till district time, you need to start amping up, get your shots down, and it's crunch time. And whoever get hot in this district, can come out with a district championship.
Unfortunately for the winner of this district, they're going to have to play probably Logan Rogersville, which Logan Rogersville is one of the top-ranked teams in Class 4, coming off a third-place finish last year in Class 4. And so there's a lot for the winner to get through, but, hey, you got to win your district first.
Got to get through the district. The district is the main thing here. And I'm not being mean or anything like this, but around here in southwest Missouri, basically, the football is the main thing, and different areas of different sports main things. But basketball, they've always had good. They've put out some good teams, and when they have to travel to the Springfield area, they're mostly a basketball side. So the main thing is win that district championship, get the hardware, get that little medal for all the kids. That's why I'd say when I was the coach here, when we won conference, hey, we got the hardware, and that's what they're wanting to do at district. They want the hardware.
And, I mean, you look at this Aurora team, you look at the last 2 years. Seneca has won the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Who has Seneca beat the last 2 years?
Yeah, it's been Aurora.
It's this Aurora team.
And Aurora doesn't like it.
No, and that's the last 4 times, actually, that these two teams have met. was in the district tournament. Back in 2021 when home court advantage, I think it was a 3-6 matchup. Aurora won that one, but the last 2 years, Seneca has bested them in the districts, and it was for the district championship.
Yeah.
And, Seneca was the favorite because they were the 1 seed, but at the same point, Aurora thought they had a very good chance of winning those games, and Seneca was able to win those. And, you and I were talking off air about, Seneca beat up on Aurora the last couple years in football, and a lot of the basketball kids play football as well, and so I'm sure they're
Absolutely.
sick of hearing about Seneca and want to start hearing about Aurora.
Yeah, they don't. They want. Trust me, they don't want to hear about them getting beat in football and basketball. And Aurora's had some very good teams here in the last few years. And Seneca's had some good basketball teams. So it's come down to those two district championship last 2 years. This year, I guarantee Aurora wants to turn the tide and change it. And, they've got a very good East Newton team to deal with too.
And Mount Vernon. Which Mount Vernon is more of a rival than East Newton as well. And that one could go either way. So like we said, there's a whole lot of variables with a month to go in the season, but they're going to figure themselves out in the district, and then obviously you're going to play everybody once you get to that district tournament as well. So it will all play itself out here in the next month or so.
Yeah, it's crunch time. Everybody likes to speculate, but here in about 2 weeks, they're going to figure out exactly what's going on and where everybody stands.
As they are introducing the candidates here, I believe, and so that's why we're leaving it on at the moment, just trying to wait so everybody can see who it is before we go to a commercial break here this evening as tip-off. I think that was one of the queens.
Arnold, yeah.
As McKaylee Mitchell is another one.
McKaylee Mitchell.
It should be interesting here in the next couple minutes as they just try and get this, I don't want to say figured out, but they already figured it out. But
they got to go through all the ceremonies and
the
stuff like that. Oh, yeah, they got to put the crown on them. They got to give them their flowers and their gifts and stuff like that. I mean, how long has it been a tradition? I have no idea because it was when I was, and I had to kiss the queen candidate. So I don't know. It's just
and
something that I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but something that the athletes are like, okay, let's hurry up, let's get this done.
I will say
the girls like it, the parents like it.
Yeah. I will say they've done a much better job these past years, because I remember there was 1 year they did it before a super night and before the girls played, and the girls were in their dresses, and then they had to go change, and of course you want your pictures, and so that delays festivities by 45 minutes at least, and then it's a long night and you're not leaving till after 11 o'clock. So they finally figured some things out, that if you're going to do that, you're going to have the boys play first so they can have their pictures, and then you play the girls after them, or you have a night like tonight where it's just the boys' games, because the boys don't, like you said, the boys don't give a rip. They just want to play basketball.
Here's the bad part. When I was coaching, the girls played, and one of the girls was the queen candidate, and had another girl that was like a junior attendant. And as soon as the game was over, they were rushing in to get things and rushing out. So they were just all over the place, and I can't even remember. I guarantee they didn't care if we won the game or not. They were wondering because they had their moms ready They had their moms ready to get their hair done, and it was just it was a madhouse. And I'd ask them next year. I said, please get homecoming, not a super night.
Yeah, and I mean Seneca did a good job. This might be the only Friday night home game that Seneca has had all year that I can think of, and so they've done a good job of A, making it a Friday night, and B, usually making it where it's just a boys basketball game that evening.
Yeah. And playing Aurora, and we starting here at 5 o'clock. This is C game 5 o'clock, JV. So we're getting a late start tonight with everything, all the festivities.
Yeah.
So it's going to be.
It'll
well,
be
I don't know
close
what
to
time.
it'll be
Close
close
to
to 8 by the time we tip off, because it's
Yeah.
7:40 and they're nowhere near done at this point. So, you know, and again, they always do this on a Friday night, which some of us that have to work the next day appreciate, because you don't have to usually work on a Saturday. So being, you know, in a high school gym until 11 o'clock, you don't have to worry about going to work the next day and being up at 6 o'clock and at work at 7. So I at least appreciate that. So
Yeah, they're like I said. Well, I tell you a story, Ben. No, forget it.
Join us as we congratulate this year's basketball homecoming queen of 2025, Miss McKaylee Mitchell.
as McKaylee Mitchell is your basketball homecoming queen this year. And Daryl, I'll let you go ahead and tell your story now.
Well, my story was when I was a senior, our homecoming, we did not have a Friday night game after Christmas. And they were wanting to have homecoming in December, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. So we actually had homecoming on a Tuesday night.
That's interesting.
I didn't want to have it that early, but anyway.
No, yeah. Go ahead, take a timeout. Come back with more of the preview after this. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Finding answers to questions is easier than ever. It doesn't matter how complex or simple your question is, the answer is just a few taps away. Except maybe these kinds of questions.
Who am I? Where did man come from? What is the purpose of man on this earth? Does life have any meaning?
Billy Graham knew the answer to that last question is yes.
There is more to life than death. Jesus taught us the dignity and the importance of being a person. God put us on this earth for a purpose, and our purpose is to fellowship with God and glorify God. And the great need of the human race at this hour is reconciliation to God.
Would you like to know how you can have a relationship with God? We'd love to help. Just call us at 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as your countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca. Daryl, Seneca comes in 7-10 overall, 2-2 in Big 8 play. Lost to Nevada 57-41 on Tuesday night, but that game is a lot closer than the score indicated. It was about a 7 or 8 point margin there in the fourth quarter when there was a questionable foul call given, and then there was a technical foul given behind it, and Nevada got the separation that they needed. But Seneca was in that game really throughout the game, which is against a very good Nevada team that has a chance probably, we mentioned the three teams here for districts. Nevada is a very good team and has a chance to win the Big 8.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a good team. They were hanging tough. They just couldn't get over the hump. It seemed like Nevada always kept it just a little bit, 6, 7, 8 points, and then all of a sudden they got a spurt and ran it up to about 12, and then it finished up at 15 or something.
16, I believe. Yeah.
And of course you get down there and then you got a foul and they hit free throws, and that usually runs the score up. But anyway, I mean, they were playing hard, and they had an opportunity. They missed a few open shots, but it's basketball. You've got to make the open shots, and you got to play defense and limit this to one possession. That's the way they have to beat Aurora tonight. One possession. They've got to be able to block out.
And you look at this Seneca team, you've seen it really progress throughout the year as he's leading the layup line, as Jagger Wilson has gotten more and more confidence, and his shot has gotten better throughout the year, and now he's becoming much more of a threat, which only helps out Zane on the outside and also helps some of those slashers in Tyrone
Harris and Jay Schulte. And then if Tyrone can hit a three, he hit several threes down there at Nevada, and those kids have got to open up. If they can hit those shots, they open up the middle, and they make you kick it inside, and then you make the zone or whatever. You make the man. You make the defense collapse, and then you'll get the open looks on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, Don Brown didn't start on Tuesday night, but he was in the game. Good to see him back. We're guessing, and this is just a guess on our part because he missed a couple of games that it was due to illness. There's been something nagging. Yeah. Sick, something. I mean, because he wasn't even in the building. Usually if there's an injury, you're sitting on the bench, and he wasn't even in the building the last couple games we saw, and he was at that game Tuesday night and got some playing time. So good to see him back, and he's going to have an impact here tonight for this Seneca team to want to pull off an upset against Aurora.
Well, Don Brown in the inside, not the biggest of kids, but stout, strong, and you can't move him. And that's what defensive pressure on the inside is. If you don't get to set up where you want to set up and post up where you want to post up, he makes it very difficult for the big guys on the inside.
And you think about Roman Miller, Caden Klaus also helping out down low. They both had good games against Cassville. Didn't really score the ball that much, but they did a good job in the second half of stopping Eli Stokes in the last game that we called between Cassville and Seneca. Stokes was a mismatch coming out of the parking lot. He was 6'8", 6'9", something like that. And, Seneca's biggest player, Don Brown, wasn't even there. And so you had Roman Miller, Caden Klaus trying to guard him all night, and they did an excellent job. Baden Crane came in, did a good job as well, spelling some minutes for them too. So it should be a fun one here tonight, especially with getting Dom back.
Well, it always helps. Get him back, get him in the process. Another kid, starting, which means you got another kid off the bench. It means your team team depth just got up, and it always helps to get those kids back.
Take another timeout. Come back with more of the preview after this. Your countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca, here on the KNEO Sports Network.
The staff at Mid-America Specialty Markets, along with Jamie and Terry Langford, are proud to serve our community and support the local high school students in their extracurricular activities this school year. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office at 908 Washington Avenue, or call us at 417-776-LIFE, or visit us at midaminsurance.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers-Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
And we welcome you back. Still in 8.5 minutes till we get to the starting lineups here tonight. Your countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca. Daryl, you look at the schedule for both of these teams as you get to the latter part of your schedule. And, I mean, this Seneca team, like we said, you're getting to crunch time. You're 2-2 in the Big 8. You actually go to Jeff City tomorrow and play Blair Oaks, which I don't want to say that's a throwaway game, but it's almost like a throwaway game for you, or you're just going to go out and play because there's no real way to scout the day after homecoming. And then you have 3 straight Big 8 games after that, really, to end the Big 8 portion of your schedule. 2 of them on the road at Lamar, at Mac, Mount Vernon at home on the 18th. And then you end with some road, or you end with a home game and a road game. The road game is one of the top teams in Class 3 or Class 4 in Stratford. And then you end at home against Lighthouse before heading to district play.
Yeah, man, you play late on a Friday night and get up and you got to go to Jeff City to play tomorrow. Just one game at Jeff City?
As far as I know.
Well,
You only play one a game.
Else,
you can't play more than one in a day.
Yeah, so. It's not like softball where you can get 3 or 4 games in, in a tournament. But yeah, that's a tough road to hoe right there. I don't know why they came up with that, but who knows?
Just looking for a game and they found one.
Yeah, maybe they needed one.
Yeah. So I mean, you look at Seneca. They're 2-2 in Big 8 play. Beat Monette 61-54. Beat Cassville 76-65. Lost to East Newton 49-41. Lost to Nevada 57-41. Aurora comes in 4-0 in Big 8 play. They've actually won 3 straight and won 4 of their last 5 here, with that one loss being in. They lost 2 of 3 in the Shawnee Mission tournament, but they won a tournament in Seymour, played in the blue and gold, went 2-2. Beat Fairgrove 67-66, which Fairgrove is a very good basketball team.
Yeah.
So those are a couple good wins for them. And then lost to Kickapoo and Ozark, which are playing up. So that's not bad for them. Their Big 8 wins, they started with a win over Mount Vernon 61-51. Beat Mac 85-61, Lamar 88-74. And I said they were 4-0. They might only be 3-0 in Big 8 play. I may have misquoted myself there. It looks like
they beat Mac by how much?
85-61, 24 points.
Okay.
And then Lamar by 14, 88-74, and Mount Vernon 61-51. They end with a lot of Big 8 games at Seneca tonight, at Nevada on a Monday night. That's a quick turnaround for them. That one could tell you a lot. Then home Tuesday against Monette. So those are 2 big games, not only Big 8-wise, but you look at district seeds as well, as Aurora will play, not Nevada, it's more Big 8, but Monette is a big one come district play. Home against Camdenton, and then home on the 18th against East Newton.
That may be the big one there.
Yeah, there's a lot to decide.
They've already beat Mount Vernon.
Yeah, and they have the head-to-head over Mount Vernon. A lot to decide here in the final couple weeks of the regular season.
Yep. It all plays out here in a couple weeks. We'll know how everybody stands.
You look at the game by the numbers. Seneca 4-2 at home. Aurora 3-1 on the road. Seneca averages 53 while giving up 61. Aurora averages 71 while giving up 63. So it's a clash of styles here. Whichever team can make the other team play that pace is probably going to come out with the victory here tonight. And like we've said many a time, Daryl, this Aurora team likes to run and gun. And you look at the last couple of years when Seneca has won the district championship. Last year, 81-55. The year before, 61-47. The year before that, 64-61. All 3 in the district tournament, all 3 wins for Seneca. Seneca able to slow them down. And you and I talked about how the high scoring they are, and you think that means a lot of pressure. Those games, Seneca didn't have a lot of turnovers, which would lead to easy buckets for Aurora, and they're going to have to do that here tonight.
That's the thing about it is on offense, when Seneca has the basketball, on offense, you've got to be patient and run the offense, let it work, and get the good shots. And you're going to have to hit some shots as well, but you're going to have to handle the ball and be patient. And Seneca, or Aurora likes to run up and down the court. You got to be patient with them. You got to be patient and take them out of their game. If you get the game going up and down, that's in Aurora's favor.
We'll get you the starting lineups here before they do. Seneca probably will have some changes, and they've thrown some curveballs on us throughout the year, so I don't know if I even want to say projected starters for Seneca, but your starting lineups here tonight sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. For Aurora, once again, projected starters, number 6'1", junior guard, number 0, Cannon Thornhill. He's kind of the one you have to look at. Mm-hmm. He is the coach's son.
He runs. He's the one that makes Aurora run.
A 5'9", senior guard, number 1, Cameron Whitener. A 6'2", senior guard, number 2, Landon Boatwright. A 6-foot junior guard, number 10, Thomas Lara. And a 6'3", senior forward, number 34, Jaden Carpenter. Head coach Adam Thornhill, assisted by Kyron Dixon and Justin O'Brien. Projected starters for Seneca, a 6-foot senior guard, number 2, Zane Grotjohn. A 6-foot senior guard, number 20, Tyrone Harris. A 5'11", sophomore guard, number 30, Jagger Wilson. A 6'1", senior forward, number 34, Dom Brown. And really that 5th spot is probably up for debate. Normally it goes to 6-foot senior guard, number 21, Jay Schulte, but I would not be surprised if Roman Miller gets the start tonight, which he would be a 5'11" junior guard. So
yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's just Coach is probably looking at matchups and which one works out probably the best for the team. Even Caden Klaus in there a few times, and of course they've had injuries and sickness and stuff like that, so it's changed around a little bit. But those 7 are pretty well interchangeable too.
Take a timeout, come back with the start of the ball game after this. Your countdown to tip-off was sponsored by People's Bank of Seneca. Starting lineup sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Finding answers to questions is easier than ever. It doesn't matter how complex or simple your question is, the answer is just a few taps away. Except maybe these kinds of questions.
Who am I? Where did man come from? What is the purpose of man on this earth? Does life have any meaning?
Billy Graham knew the answer to that last question is yes.
There is more to life than death. Jesus taught us the dignity and the importance of being a person. God put us on this earth for a purpose, and our purpose is to fellowship with God and glorify God. And the great need of the human race at this hour is reconciliation to God.
Would you like to know how you can have a relationship with God? We'd love to help. Just call us at 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Aurora. Aurora in the road black uniforms, red trim, red number. Seneca in the home whites with red trim and red uniforms here this evening. Aurora will be going right to left across your computer screen here in the first quarter, really the first half. Seneca will be going left to right. Klaus started for Seneca. Schulte started for Seneca. Dom Brown, the one player that we thought might start that did not for the Indians. Klaus jumping against, and actually Aurora had a different starter than I thought. Number 23, Toa Yandel, is the one jumping. So that is one of the different starters I had for Aurora. So ball is in the air, and Seneca wins the tip here this evening. Seneca looking to upset Aurora. Klaus, go ahead.
Yeah, Aurora comes out 2-3 zone. 2-3 zone, middle of it. That's where the weakness is right there. Get the ball in the middle, down low into Klaus.
As Klaus gets fouled, he'll go to the free throw line for 2. It's the foul on Thomas Lara, his first, team's first. And if you're Seneca, you got to take advantage. Zane, actually, they kind of went away from him for a second as the first one's missed long. They kind of peeled off him. If he had, he was kind of gunning towards the pass. He had an open look at 3 if he had re-triggered himself.
They stay in that zone defense. Zane can get lost, and he'll have open shots.
Klaus goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and we're only about a month and a half away from baseball season, so why don't we give you a baseball score to start off the game 20 seconds in?
1-0.
Whitener with it, kicks it in the corner as Lara drives. Gets it back, top of the key to Whitener.
Got to play tough man-to-man. Seneca's not man-to-man. Tough man-to-man and box out.
Driving is Whitener, floater in the lane, no good. Good defense there by Wilson. Schulte in the front court. Harris gonna drive, baseline kick out to Grotjohn, an open 3, it rimmed out. Klaus able to fight for the rebound, the jump ball. It will go to Aurora, but Seneca has had a couple open looks here to start.
2 times down the floor, that's exactly what you want.
As Aurora basketball coming up, I believe that's Thornhill with it. So they plays catch with Whitener. Pops a deep 3, no good. But an offensive rebound for Yandel. He goes up, misses it. Kick it back out. And then ball poked away by Schulte, but they call a foul on Schulte. Schulte picks up his first, team's first. And Darryl, that's what we're talking about. You can't have these 3 or 4 different cracks at it.
2 offensive boards in a row. Box out.
They haven't been able to take advantage yet. As Lara to inbound and the ball stolen by Grotjohn. It's a 4-on-2 if you hurry. And Zane gets the bucket to count and the foul. Chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play, as I think it was Lara just picked up his second. Nope, that's on Boatwright, his first. Trying to draw the charge, and a good job by Zane of holding off.
Well, good job by Zane of taking the ball to the basket because he wasn't there in time. And Zane took it to him and knew that.
As Grotjohn can't complete the 3-point play. It's 3-0 Seneca, 6:40 to go here. Opening quarter of play. Whitener drives baseline. Kick it back out top of the key to Thornhill. Thornhill drives, nice dump down low. Klaus trying to body up Yandel, but Yandel gets the bucket to fall.
Yeah, Klaus had to come off and stop the drive. That's where you got to play defense. Stop the drive.
They pick up the dribble just in front of the timeline, but they're able to get it to the timeline. Harris with it now for Seneca. Is Harris going to drive? And Harris walks with it.
And kind of shuffled his feet a little bit.
As Don Brown checks in for Seneca and for Klaus. Checks in quickly. Well, I don't want to say quickly. 1:53 into the game.
Yeah.
6 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Seneca up 3-2. Thornhill is the one that makes the motor run as a foul on Grotjohn. His first, team's second. 2 free throws are coming, I believe, for Lara.
Yeah, you got to, my only statement was you block outs, you don't block shots. Block out, block shots. And if they blocked out, the offensive rebounds are killing them.
The first free throw is good. One more coming. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic. I'll sponsor the game as we're tied at 3, 5:50 to go here. Opening quarter. Grotjohn, an open 3, and that's good.
There you go.
You can't leave him open like that. And Aurora's seen him enough to know that.
Well, you would think so. But he, a straight 2-3 zone, he can get lost in it.
He's trying to answer, no good as Boatwright, but another offensive rebound and then losing it. And Don Brown actually poked it out as Yandel was working out down low. Tough place to inbound for Aurora. Get it into Thornhill. He got lost off the inbound play. No good. A rebound to Schulte. Seneca in the front court. Grotjohn with it. Kicks it to Harris. Harris going to pop a three, and that rattles home for Harris. And Seneca, a 9-3 lead, 5:10 to go here in the first quarter of play. Seneca has hit a couple shots here, and Aurora has missed a couple. As in the lane, little floater is short, and then poking it away is Schulte to Dom Brown. Grosjean drives, kicks out to Schulte. Schulte, spin move in the lane, and that was a walk.
Yeah, he really had no place to go with it on the spin move. Kind of got lost.
Sponsors here this evening: Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden. Thornhill with it for Aurora, gets it to Lara. Lara drives, kicks out. Whitener, an open three, missed it long, and the rebound to Grosjean in the front court to Harris. Harris going to go up 1-on-2, misses the shot, trying to draw a foul. Good defense there by Aurora.
Yeah, he was expecting more contact. He didn't get it instead of just going up hard and making the shot.
Lara drives against Grosjean. Grosjean blocks the shot, it down low. Brown has the ball stripped away by Schulte. Seneca 2-on-1, nice bounce pass to Wilson, and they call a foul. It looked like he walked, but Wilson will go to the free throw line for two.
Well, not much complaining from the Roar or any place.
And that's the second foul on Boatwright, so Aurora already has somebody in foul trouble.
Yeah, and Seneca can get up down the floor. You know, they're playing good, solid defense. They got to. Zane Grosjean held his ground down there because the kid from Aurora lowered his shoulder down, tried to run over him. I was looking for maybe an offensive foul because you lower your shoulder down, that's usually called. But straight up, block out. Don't block shots, block out.
Caden Cole checks in for Aurora as Wilson hits both free throws. 11-3 Seneca. 4:10 to go here, opening quarter of play. Thornhill going to drive. Nobody stops him, and he goes all the way to the cup.
That's one thing you got to do. You got to be able to play defense, stop the drive.
Harris kind of got lost, and there was no help defense. Grosjean, an open three, and that's good for Zane. He's got 8 here in the first quarter. 3:45 to go here, opening quarter. Whitener dumps it down low. That looked like a walk, and there is a travel on Aurora. Ball goes back to Seneca. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, the Osher Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. Wilson thought about the three, decides against it. Grosjean to Wilson. Nice job pump faking, pulls up from 15, missed it long though. Cole with it for Aurora. Cole, nobody stopped him. Right-handed layup up and in for Cole. And that's the problem you run into sometimes is nobody stops the ball.
Yeah, you got to be able to play defense, stop the drive, and then block out. And Cole's like the kid. He likes to lean in there and lay it up off the glass. And we watched him in a JV game doing the same thing.
Schulte checks out with 2 quick fouls. So both players have somebody in foul trouble already. As the free throw is good. For what number was that, Daryl?
4. I believe Roar, number 4.
And he completes the 3-point play there. As on the other end, Wilson misses the 3. Dom Brown goes up and gets the rebound and gets the bucket to fall. So it's 16-8 Seneca. 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. As Cole misses the 3, rebound to Harris. Yeah, Grosjean, if you can get it to him. Nice pass. It's a football-style pass. And Grosjean with the bucket and a timeout by Aurora. 2:48 to go in the opening quarter. Seneca up 18-8 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians.
Seneca up 18-8, and then we mentioned football. Daryl, yesterday was signing day, and Tyrone Harris, who was the quarterback in that play, signed a play, I'm guessing either wide receiver or cornerback for Evangel, so congratulations to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he did a good job on the football field, doing a good job here in the basketball court as well.
Seneca up by 10, 2:40 to go here, opening quarter, and he just,
he just fell through, lost his feet,
And they got rid of the ball. I thought they were going to call a walk, and then the ball wasn't with him. Harris still in the backcourt, in the front court to Grotjohn. Grotjohn going to drive, bounce pass to Miller, nice dump down low. Brown can't get the shot to fall, though. Those are ones that if you're Seneca, you have to hit, as Grayson Fleetwood checked in for Aurora. They go a little bit bigger. Cole drives, dumps it down low to Fleetwood. And he gets the bucket to fall. Both teams calling for a foul. Aurora wanted a foul on the arm, and then Seneca wanted a hook.
That kid's not going to move Don Brown, let's put it that way.
Harris kicks it to Wilson. Wilson free throw line, back to Miller. Miller picks up his dribble, back to Grotjohn.
Aurora got tired of the zone.
Grotjohn, that's a tough shot. And he still gets it to fall.
And then, Aurora into man-to-man that time.
1:35 to go here in the opening quarter. Cole going to drive. Nobody stops him, misses the shot. Rebound to Brown. Seneca has a 2-on-1. Nobody going up. And Harris gets it to fall. As Harris now with 5, and this has been an excellent quarter here for Seneca. And Aurora throws it away. And sometimes, Daryl, on nights like tonight, Seneca can take advantage of the crowd and everybody being here.
Well, you can't ask for a better start from Seneca tonight. 22-10 right here, still just a little over a minute to go in the first quarter.
And if you're Seneca, you got to be able to maintain it.
Yeah.
Harris gets a screen set, free throw line, Brown. Brown drives, kicks out to Wilson, an open 3, no good. Brown tipped it out, but it goes to Thornhill of Aurora. Another open look for Seneca, just didn't fall that time. Thornhill drives, and they call a blocking foul on Harris. 4th team foul, and the first on Harris. 4 State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, sponsoring the broadcast. Next, Seneca foul gives Aurora free throws.
Yeah, you just need to move your feet and play defense.
So Aurora gets it into Cole. Now to Whitener in the right corner. He drives and misses the shot. Brown the strong rebound. On the other end, Miller has it poked away from behind by Cole, but it will stay Seneca basketball. Thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. As Grotjohn to trigger it in right baseline. Into Harris. See if Seneca goes for one here as Whitener on him. Harris drives, loses it, picks up his dribble, back to Wilson. Wilson gets a screen set. He drives, gets it down low to Don Brown, gets it poked away. Now Miller has it. He goes up and is rejected by the side of the backboard. On the other end, it's a 2-on-1. Whitener has it tipped. Thornhill drives. Nobody stops him, and he gets the bucket to fall.
10 seconds.
You still have plenty of time here if you're Seneca. Harris kicks it to Wilson. Open 3, missed it short. Roman Miller puts it up. It would count if it went, and it does not go to end the first quarter. A beautiful quarter of basketball for the Indians. Up 22-12 at the end of 1 here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4 State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4 State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
And we welcome you back as we get set for second quarter action. Seneca ball out of the timeout. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. They visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor, the Seneca Indians. And Daryl, other than Klaus coming out once, really Seneca has basically played with their starting five. Well, Schulte came out at one point too.
Right.
Schulte's in there with two personals. Schulte going to drive. Nice dump down low to Brown, who wasn't expecting it, and he bobbled it a little bit. And Grotjohn hits it off his leg. That was a nice pass from Schulte to Brown. I think Brown wasn't expecting it. If he was able to get it clean and go up in one motion,
right,
it probably would have been a beautiful basket.
We just got a little bit of helter-skelter that time. And it was a good pass. Good pass by Schulte to Dom Brown. But Dom's got to catch that.
Boatwright still on the bench for Aurora with two. He may be sitting the rest of the half. I don't know. That's a long time to sit, though. Nice backdoor play as Thornhill misses the layup, but Tyrone Harris just picked up his second.
Yeah, you can't get you get beat backdoor. You put yourself in a bad position. That's exactly what happened.
So Seneca now with two players in foul trouble. Schulte and Harris both with two. It's Thornhill's first free throw, no good. One more coming. Right now, we're struggling to find it here. This is the first time these two teams have met in the regular season since 2019, I believe it was, as he goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Schulte with it for Seneca. If you're Seneca, you got to be careful and don't do anything stupid, and they call a foul. I believe it's on Thornhill, maybe Whitener. I think they call it on Whitener. Nope, they do call it on Thornhill. That's his first. Team's first. Schulte to inbound on the sideline in front of us. Gets it into Wilson, top of the key. Can't pick up an illegal screen or a charge if you're Harris or Schulte. Gets it to cutting Grotjohn. Used the wrong hand and still got the bucket to fall.
I had to lean in off the screen off a back pick by Dom Brown.
He's got 14 of the 24 for Seneca. Is driving the lane. Lara missed the shot, poked out, and Harris comes away with it for Seneca.
Well, it ran into Dom Brown. Dom ain't moving.
Harris with it in the front court for the Indians. Harris gets a screen set, picks up his dribble. Down low to Grotjohn. That's a tough shot. No good. Brown tips it out of bounds off of an Aurora player. To keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports.
I think Zane thinks he can take the kid down inside. He's going to get the ball down inside.
It's Grotjohn to trigger it in. Gets it into Schulte. Schulte from 15 had it tipped.
Tipped, yeah.
Brown loses it out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Whitener or maybe Thornhill for Aurora. Aurora's last win against Seneca was in 2021, and that was in the tournament last regular season win for Aurora. Schulte fakes the shot and then got tripped and was able to get
lost his feet,
get the ball back. Last win for Aurora in a regular season game. Grotjohn down low to Brown. Brown's layup is no good. Goes to Schulte. Schulte's floater no good. Gets his own rebound, and his layup is up and in. It took 4 different attempts, but Seneca finally got a bucket. The last time Aurora won a regular season game against Seneca as a foul on Schulte, he just picked up his third, was in 2017. I know they haven't played a lot in the regular season.
Yeah, they went to the 7 and
Schulte picks up his third and team second.
Yeah, East and West. So, yeah, Schulte, that's not a good one from Schulte. He didn't even pick up number 3. Just play solid.
As Klaus has to check back in for him, Aurora gets it in to Boatwright. Boatwright checks in with those two personals.
2-3.
And Seneca
baseline out of bounds.
Seneca may be doing that a little bit to try and help Harris, as the three is good for Whitener. And a timeout by Seneca with 5:49 to go here in the opening half here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Aurora coming with pressure out of the timeout. And now they back out of it a little bit. 1v1 pressure. Harris has been able to handle it. And Daryl, that's what we've talked about really first quarter and a half. Can Seneca handle the pressure? And they've been able to do that.
Yeah, so far they've went man-to-man, and Aurora's cut it to 10.
Harris kicks it to Wilson. Got two bodies in one area. Gets it to Klaus. Klaus picks up his dribble, now to Harris. Harris pops a three, and it rimmed out.
In and out.
Don Brown down low. No, it clears some space, and then he traveled with it.
Oh.
And they don't call a technical, but between Thornhill and Brown.
Oh, they're just button chest, no big deal.
It's 26-16 Seneca. 5:12 to go here, opening half of play.
What they found out is down low, down inside, they can't move Dom. And Dom's a presence down inside.
Seneca has gone to a 2-3 zone here. As Whitener pops a three, no good. An offensive rebound up and in for Boatwright, and Dom Brown got hit on the rebound, and he's going to have to sub out. As Schulte going to sub in for him quickly. Now Schulte really has to be careful with those three personals.
Well, get Dom a little bit, and he's going.
Oh, nope. Now they want.
I don't know if you can do that. Yeah, I guess
yes,
you can.
I was going to say, they don't want Schulte out there with those three personals.
You don't want Schulte with three fouls.
Seneca gets it into Harris.
It's just man-to-man, straight man-to-man, full court.
Harris going to drive. Nice job hesitating. Can't get the bucket to fall, but he's fouled. Harris has done a good job there hesitating and getting them up in the air.
Well, Harris can get there.
The foul is on Yondel, his first, team second here in the quarter. Everett at the Neosho Daily News wishes Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win.
Now, Tyrone can get there. He's fast enough to get to the rim. That was a good pump fake he did, too.
First free throw rims out. Right now, that's where Seneca's had some issues, is the free throw line, and they've also had just the ball. It seems like it doesn't want to go in after everything went in the first quarter.
There you go.
Second one's nothing but net to make it 27-18. But Aurora's not going anywhere, especially if they hit shots like that. Roman Miller with the rebound, but they call a foul on Miller on the rebound. Miller's first, team's third.
Yeah, got caught on the backside. It's tough in a zone, though. It's definitely tough in a zone to find the block out.
So they get it into Thornhill. That's an open three. You can't do that. And then they call an offensive foul on Yandel, trying to tip it out, and that's his second, team's third. Seneca came away with it anyways, but
yeah, he did go over the back.
As Cole will come back in for Aurora. Aurora's played about 7 players here. I think Boatwright's still out there with those 2 personals. Grotjohn gets it into Harris, being guarded by Whitener. Now they're going to try and trap.
Here we go.
Seneca gets it in the front court to Wilson, and he stepped on the end line.
Yeah, he came down on the end line.
You had 2 Seneca Indians against 1 Aurora player down there.
They came up, and the rest of the Seneca boys didn't realize that they were going to man pressure.
So Aurora basketball down 9, 4:20 to go here, opening half, 27-18 Seneca. Left wing, Whitener, and the ball tipped by Grotjohn. He only has 1 bucket here in the second quarter, and now that's 2. Grotjohn has had quite the first half for the Indians.
Well, that's that long arms he's got, a little granddaddy long leg, getting in the way of the passing zone.
Brown going to check back in next dead ball, so he must be all right. Cole trying to answer with a 3, no good. Offensive rebound for Boatwright, and he gets the bucket and the foul as Miller just picked up his second. And that's how Aurora is going to get back in this game, as Dom Brown going to sub in for Seneca, in for Miller. Brown doesn't have any fouls, so you just have to be able to box out here if you're Seneca.
It's tough in the zone. It is tough to box out.
The free throw is missed, and the rebound to Brown. Seneca up 29-20, 3:45 to go here in the opening half of play. Harris almost lost it, got it back, and then throws it away because Brown and Grotjohn didn't realize he was trying to throw it to him.
Yeah, he got in a hurry. Just didn't need to throw the pass. That's getting a little helter-skelter. Calm down.
Whitener with it for Aurora. Swings it to Cole, back to Whitener. There's your ball movement, Daryl.
Yeah, they've been finding open shots like that one.
So Boatwright misses the 3, rebound to Klaus. Aurora has had plenty of open looks that haven't gone down on their end, too.
Yeah, they have. Seneca's been lucky.
Is Grotjohn being guarded by Boatwright. Gets it to Harris. Harris gets a screen set from him. Nice pick and roll. Left-handed layup up and in for Brown. Lead back up to 11. They work it around. Thornhill drives, and it's tipped by Klaus. He read it beautifully, but then Wilson throws it away. Whitener kicks it in the corner to Thornhill. Harris tripped him, and that's Harris's third.
Harris. Just got to be under control when you go out there. Sideline closeout.
And that also is the 5th team foul, so 2 free throws are coming here for Thornhill, who went 1 for 2 his last trip. So you have Harris with 3, Schulte with 3, and Miller with 2.
Yeah, Miller's coming in for Schulte.
Not Schulte,
for Harris.
Yeah. The first one is good for Thornhill. As he'll sub in for Harris. So Seneca goes a little bit bigger. Now Miller has to be careful with his 2 personals.
Zane's going to have to be the main ball handler in this bunch.
Yeah. As he goes 2 for 2. This trip to cut it back to 9. Grotjohn with it for Seneca.
Just straight man. Here he comes. There they go. Nice job by Klaus.
Back to Grotjohn. Grotjohn drives. Nobody stops him, and he gets hacked on the arm. So Grotjohn will go to the free throw line for 2. He's having himself quite the first half. 4th team foul on Aurora, and it's the 2nd on Lara.
Oh, he drove it down the middle, Ben, but a lot of people miss it unless they watch the replay. The little fake he gave for a pick out, for a kick out, and everybody went. Aurora stepped out that way, and he goes all the way to the rim. It was a pretty play.
He already has 17 first half points, trying for number 18 here.
Yep.
And he hits it. 18 in the first half for Grotjohn, and Seneca an 11-point lead, 33-22. Thornhill, Cole, top of the key, trying to dump it down low, and Miller read it beautifully.
Not a good pass.
Grotjohn with it for Seneca. Across the timeline, hard screen, gets it to Klaus. Klaus going to drive, right-handed layup is missed.
Oh, wide open. Guaranteed wants that back.
Trying to pop a 3 on the other end is Thornhill, and he does. Grotjohn with it for Seneca. 33-25 Indians, 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Gets it across the timeline, gets it to Miller. Miller drives baseline, and then it's tipped out of bounds by Aurora, so it will stay Seneca basketball. Newmac Electric, Brader's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring your broadcast. And Daryl, this Seneca team has done an excellent job all year long on their inbounds plays. It seems like they almost always get a bucket.
Let's see. Run the play. Give it to him.
Miller picks up his dribble. Brown calling for it down low. He just clears out, and they call a foul.
Yeah, they called the foul. They were just pushing Jagger out. He just leaning into him.
I thought they were going to call Don for clearing out down low, but they call a foul on Thornhill, his second. So both teams in foul trouble. Aurora has 4 players with 2. Seneca has 2 with 3 and 1 with 2.
Yeah, Aurora's not hurting as much as Seneca is.
As Wilson can't hit the first free throw. One more coming.
Yeah, we need free throws.
Seneca has missed a couple free throws here in the quarter. It's Wilson's second free throw rattles in. And do we have a timeout? There was a whistle blown, and I don't know why.
Don't know.
34-25, Seneca, 1:40 to go here in the first half. Whitener with it for Aurora. They work it around to Cole. Back to Thornhill. As they play catch down low, ball poked out by Brown, gets it back. Cole an open 3, missed it short, but a long rebound for Lara. Dump it out, kick it out. Another 3, no good, but tipped out again. Lara has it on the ground, driving against Wilson. And an offensive foul on, I believe it's on Lara, which is his third. We'll wait and see, but a good job there by Brown. He was waiting for an eternity.
Yeah, he was there waiting on it.
As they're going to leave him in with those 3 personals.
Yeah, be careful. Just calm down here, bringing the ball down.
Grosjean across the timeline, trying to get it to Klaus, and it's tipped off of Caden Klaus. Nope, they're going to talk about it. And I think it's going to be Seneca basketball. They're going to talk about it, and I think if they reverse it, Thornhill is going to be mad. It will be Aurora basketball. And now these 2 officials want to talk about it. So we'll see. They're still debating on the call here, and they are going to give it to Aurora. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic sponsoring the broadcast. Aurora down by 9. It could be a lot different, and they throw it away as Whitener was trying to pass it to Cole, who wasn't paying attention. And right now, the composure of both teams is kind of key here with a minute to go.
Well, they're trying to make it. Seneca's just trying to make it with Harris on the bench.
Harris and Schulte on the bench with those 3 personals. As Brown going to have to sub out. I think they're going to say something on his uniform. As Crane Klaus. No, Klaus is going to inbounds. Brown subbed out.
Klaus subbed in. Brown subbed. Yeah, Don Brown subbed out.
They said he's got something.
I think he's hollering at the trainer.
Yeah, the trainer isn't out here, so they're going to find the trainer.
Yeah, I don't know where she's at.
Grosjean in the front court, and that's a dangerous pass. Apparently didn't step. That was a nice effort by Klaus, but now on the other end, an open 3 is no good, but a long rebound for Aurora. Thornhill got hit shooting a 3, and Grosjean picked up the foul. That's what happens sometime in scramble drill, and Zane just picked up his second. And 3 free throws coming for Thornhill. And we talk about the composure factor here. That's one where you just almost have to let him shoot it as he makes the first one.
Yeah, you got to stay under control. That's one of the problem is Zane is being the main ball handler now.
As Thornhill hits the second one. One more coming. He's come alive here in the second quarter, but most of his points are from the free throw line. And the third one is good as well. He went 3 for 3, and that cuts the lead to 6. Grotjohn in the front court got bumped, and there's a foul on Whitener, and he just picked up his first, which isn't horrible, but Grotjohn will go to the line for two because that's 5 team fouls. Grotjohn, if he makes both these free throws, he would have 20 points in the first half. I don't want to jinx him, but
that's my job, Ben.
The first one is good. And the second one is good as well, as Thornhill and Grotjohn are kind of trading blows here offensively. 8-point Seneca lead. See if Aurora goes for one. It will be Seneca basketball to start the second half. So they kick it out. Seneca, I think, has gone back. Well, it is still
2-3 zone.
Thornhill kicks it to down low. Left-handed layup is up and in for Whitener. If you're Seneca now, you're going for last shot here as Grotjohn with the ball in 10 seconds.
Someone set a pick for him.
Oh, down low, Miller. Maneuvers around, no good, and now Aurora has it. This will count if it goes. I don't think it will, actually, as he did not get the shot off to end the first half. A good first half of basketball here in Seneca, as Seneca has the 36-30 halftime advantage. We'll take a timeout, come back with the halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy after this timeout on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians! Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchOfChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, we want to go to heaven with you.
So, you're still debating whether to surrender your life to Jesus Christ. There's a lot of different reasons for not making that decision, but they all come down to this. You trust yourself more than you trust God.
Pride is the number one thing that keeps us from Christ. Our own ego. We think we can do it ourselves, or we think we're good enough.
The Bible says we're not good enough. We need Jesus. He paid the penalty for our sins. There's no way around it.
When you come to Christ, you must be willing to repent of sin and receive Him into your heart.
And when you do that, your life takes on a whole new meaning and purpose.
Then there's joy inside your heart when you come to Christ. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full.
we'd love to tell you more about the joy that comes from surrendering your life to Jesus Christ. Go to findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back to Halftime Show, sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy. As right now, Seneca a 6-point lead, 36-30 here at halftime. And Zane Grotjohn leads all scorers. He's got 20. But the bigger problem for Seneca, you look at 4 players in foul trouble for Seneca. Harris with 3, Schulte with 3, then Miller with 2, and Grotjohn with 2 for the Indians. They got to do, you always joke about how you need to get to about the fourth quarter with 3 personals, and then you can play a little bit. So we'll have to see if they're able to stay out of foul trouble here in the third quarter.
That's the thing. Schulte and Harris is going to have to stay out of foul trouble until they get to the fourth quarter. If they pick up number 4 in the third quarter, that's going to be tough.
For Aurora, they're also in the same kind of foul trouble. Thomas Lara has 3. Landon Boatwright, Cannon Thornhill, and Toa Yandel all have 2 apiece for them. So it's really going to be which team can stay out of foul trouble in the third quarter and give yourself a chance in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I really think Seneca's mostly going about 7 deep, and it falls on to them more. Can those 2 stay out of foul trouble? Can you keep them in the game? And sometimes in the third quarter, and I'd always tell the kids the first 6-7 minutes of the third quarter, you got to let it go so you can stay in the game. Learn how to play the whole game and not part of it.
Cannon Thornhill has 13 for Aurora, but he only has 1 made 3 made field goals. Most of his points are coming from the free throw line. So if you're Seneca, you need to not foul him and let him go to the free throw line. Because right now he doesn't have any help. The next biggest scorer has 5, and that's Cameron Whitener. And you look at Seneca, it's the same thing though, Daryl. Grotjohn has more than half Seneca's points. He's got 20. Next closest is Harris with 6. So really it's who can get them help, or can Grotjohn or Thornhill stay hot for the other team?
Yeah, that's the thing. The other teams on Seneca, as far as Grotjohn is concerned, the way Aurora came out to play defense, that allowed Grotjohn to get off and get loose in that zone. Then they went man, and he was still able to beat this guy to the rim and score and get into foul trouble and get to the line. And it's the same thing on Aurora. Those other kids are going to have – they've had open shots, and Aurora is a very good shooting team, a very good three-point shooting team, and they did not shoot the ball well in the first half. That was that's a recipe for Seneca win.
Well, you also think, Daryl, this Aurora team averages over 70 points a game. They want to get up and down the floor.
Sure.
And right now you're playing Seneca's game, not Aurora's.
If you notice, Ben, when Seneca went 3-2-3 zone, they would hit the guy in the middle. But the guy in the middle did not even look to score. All he looked to is to kick it out to somebody so they can shoot a 3. That's how they play. They play that fast pace. They play kick it in, kick it out. That's the way they play basketball, and they are predicated on the 3. You got to hit the 3-pointer.
Some other interesting scores around the area in the Big 8 and also applies to district play. 3 done in Granby. Mount Vernon has a 35-33 lead in that one. I'll try and get you. I just saw a Monette Nevada score, and that was at halftime, so we'll see if there's anything updated. There isn't anything updated since halftime of that game, but Monette had a 37-34 lead at the half. That wouldn't do anything district-wise for Seneca, but that would shake up the Big 8 race going into the back portion of the schedule. Take another timeout, come back with the second half after this. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
What makes you feel loved? Maybe it's gifts, or words of affirmation, or acts of service. But what about the greatest act of love?
Jesus Christ loved us so much that he went to the cross and died for us. He took all the hell and all the judgment on him at the cross.
Billy Graham.
And the scripture says, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever, that includes you, whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
That's right. Jesus thinks you were worth dying for, and he gave his life so you could join him in heaven someday. Find out more at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. And it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as we get set for second half action here. It is Aurora basketball out of the break, down by 6. Seneca has done a good job. Harris and Schulte back out there with 3 apiece. The one change is Dom Brown is starting the second half for the Indians instead of Caden Klaus.
Yeah, they come out in their 2-3 zone.
As Whitener with it, swings it to Thornhill. That shot no good, but an offensive rebound for Lara. And then able to force the jump ball is Schulte down low. Looked like he almost might have picked up foul number 4, but a good job there by him to force the jump ball. And now here comes the full court pressure.
Little box press.
Harris able to break through it, though. Gets it to Brown. Back to Grotjohn. Back to Harris, and now Seneca will reset things. They were able to break through that pretty easily.
Yeah. I was almost expecting. Looked like the Roar's in 2-3.
Schulte wasn't paying attention, but Grotjohn able to save it near the timeline. Gets it to Harris. He's going to pop a 3, and that's good. And that's big for the Indians because Harris had a couple of shots in the first half to help Grotjohn, but he was in foul trouble.
Yeah, well, he needs to get going too. Get a few shots in. You got to know. You're playing zone. You got to know where they're at.
Pass was almost too tall for Whitener. Good job by him to snag it down. So they're trying to get it in the corner, now down low instead. As Lara kicks it back out. The 3 is good for Whitener, and they answer Seneca's 3.
They're a good shooting team. They're not going to go away quick. I know that.
Wilson, an open 3, and that's good. And that's what we talked about, Daryl. Jagger has to get himself going.
Yep.
Good pass by Zane, who saw the open man, and they were too afraid to come out from Dom Brown down low. Schulte did a good job of forcing a miss and not picking up a foul. Wilson goes up, and he misses the right-handed layup. Now it's more the pace probably that Aurora wants as they try and answer, and Whitener now with a 3 of his own.
Yeah, you got the break. You got everything just right.
Harris with it for Seneca. Harris just holding it. Gets it across the timeline. Harris going to drive. Nobody stopped him, and he tried to bank it in. No good. Rebound to Yandel.
Yeah, tough shot.
As Boatwright with it for Aurora. Gets it to Whitener. Whitener 2 threes here in the half.
Playing 2-3 zone. You got to know where the shooters are at.
As Boatwright swings it to Whitener, back to Boatwright. Free throw line, and he loses it. Schulte tips it away to Grotjohn. In the front court, Schulte with it, 2-on-1. Does a good job of maneuvering, and they call a blocking foul. Wow. I thought they were going to call goaltending. Aurora picks up a foul, first team foul.
Must have slid sideways just a little.
And that's the third foul on Boatwright, which is big for Aurora. So Schulte to the line for 2. Late foul call. But Seneca trying to increase their lead. As Schulte misses the first one, as Cole comes back in for Aurora. Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, and Seneca School District sponsoring the broadcast. As Schulte missed them both, that one rimmed out as well.
Yeah.
Something we talk about down the stretch of games. You got to make your free throws if you want to win these kind of contests.
You're in 2-3 zone here. Got to know where the shooters are, and if you're going to beat you, make sure they beat you from the inside, not the outside.
Whitener, Cole right wing side. Free throw line to Lara, back to Cole.
See, they don't even look. They don't even look to score when they get the ball on the inside.
Schulte and Yandel giving some elbows down low. Schulte has to be careful to not pick up a foul, and a timeout by Aurora. It's a full timeout, 4:49 to go here in the third quarter. Seneca 42-36 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Aurora basketball out of the timeout, down by 6. Thornhill to Cole, top of the key. Free throw line to Lara, back to Thornhill. Now to Cole, top of the key. Thornhill potentially had a 3, and there he does shoot the 3, and that's good. As 3 threes in the quarter here for Aurora.
Yeah, you can't lose him.
Grotjohn in the front court to Miller, ball poked away, and now Aurora with it, chance to tie with a 3 as Cole's floater is up and in as it's a 5-0 spurt out of the timeout, and the lead down to 1. Harris is fouled, and I think they're going to call it on Whitener, who just picked up his second.
Yeah, he cut him off. Stuck his shoulder into him, cut him off.
As Schulte checks back in for Seneca and for Roman Miller. Seneca's biggest lead of the night was 11. Schulte, watch behind you, and he's able to get in the front court. Schulte gonna drive, kick out to Grotjohn, open 3, and that's good. That's a big response by Seneca and Grotjohn. They found a gap to Schulte as Thornhill trying to answer, missed it short, and the rebound to Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson on this top leg over here has got to make sure he knows where Thornhill's at.
Thornhill Harris drives, can't get the bucket to fall. A whole bunch of bodies and a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to give it to Aurora as Harris was in among the trees. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast is Landon Boatwright back in for Aurora with those 3 personals. Boatwright and Lara both have 3 apiece. Now the two officials are talking about something, and I wonder what they're going to talk about. Are they wondering about the arrow?
I think it's an arrow because it should be Seneca's basketball because Aurora got the ball at the start of the third quarter, and there hasn't been a jump ball since. I don't remember a jump ball. Have you?
No.
No.
And so that's what they're talking about, and they said it should be Aurora basketball. So apparently the officials saw something we didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
There may have been one. I mean, there's so much action. I think there was one down here, Daryl.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Schulte.
Yeah.
Schulte got it. No, you're right.
As top of the key with it is Boatwright. They swing it to Thornhill. But Thornhill almost, now he's going to drive. A little floater in the lane. Missed it short. Fight for the rebound. It's on the ground. And Dom Brown comes away with it for Seneca. Now to Harris. Harris going to drive, kick out to Wilson, an open three, and that's no good. Fight for the rebound, bodies go everywhere, and Aurora comes away with it as they kick it in the corner to Thornhill, kick it back to Cole, back in the corner to Thornhill. Seneca did a good job getting back defensively there to not allow a three.
Now Jagger's got to make sure he doesn't chase that basketball like in the center. Don't chase it like that right there. You've got to know where the shooters are.
Cole pops a three and he airballs it, but an offensive rebound for Whitener. Being guarded by Harris. Harris. Got to be careful. Cole decides not to shoot. They swing it around to Thornhill in the corner. An open three. It rimmed out, but an offensive rel. It's scrummed around now. Missed shot by Cole, and they call a foul on, I believe, Dom Brown on the rebound. Which if it's Brown, it's only his first. That's his first, team's first here in the quarter.
Yeah, Harris didn't get him blocked out on the backside. He's mad at himself. He was slapping his hands. He knows it.
As we have a timeout by Seneca. 2:31 to go here in the quarter. Seneca up 45-41 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
It's Aurora basketball out of the timeout. I believe that is Whitener to inbound it for the Hound Dogs. Left baseline. Trying to get it in. And they get it down low, and Schulte just picked up his fourth, and the bucket was good by Boatwright. Chance to cut it to one, as they lost Boatwright on the inbounds. And Schulte knew it too.
Yeah, he knew it. He got outside a little bit, and they ran it down there on the block, and he had to go in there and foul him.
I mean, you can't really blame Schulte there for that one. Except maybe hit him a little bit harder to make sure he misses, as Boatwright gets the free throw to go to get the lead to one, as Kason Brown checks in for Aurora. Grotjohn inbound into Harris, back to Grotjohn, back to Harris. Harris, the front court. He walked, got away with it, back to Grotjohn. You have Wilson in the corner if you could have got it to him. Wilson left wing side, skips it to Grotjohn in the lane. His floater is kissed in.
Man.
He has some of the weirdest shots that go in.
Oh, he shoots it nice and soft, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's Whitener with it for Aurora. Seneca up 3, 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter, not fourth quarter.
You got to know where the shooters are. Don't worry about the guy in the paint. He's not been doing anything except the backside guy. You got to worry about him.
As Yandel gets the bucket to go to get the lead back to 1. Seneca has done a good job against this press. Aurora fans wanted to walk, but I think Harris was able to keep his pivot foot. Grosjean in the corner, back to Harris. Harris drives in the lane. That's a weird shot, but he got it to go. Scoop it up and in.
Got the scoop shot, up and in, up and around.
So all of a sudden, out of that timeout, both teams have got the offense rolling a little bit more. Free throw line, kick it out. An open three. That one is no good. Tipped around, and it's tipped out. Let's see if Wilson can grab it. Wilson will grab it for Seneca. Good job hesitating. Can't get the shot to fall. Klaus the rebound, though. He does a good job hesitating. No good. Wilson the rebound and gets the bucket to fall. Good job there by Klaus and Wilson to get the hustle on both of them and get the bucket.
Good hustle by Wilson. Both of them, exactly. Don't collapse. Don't collapse. You got to know where he's at. And Jagger?
It's a three, no good, but nobody boxed out Lara.
Yeah.
With 30 seconds to go, we'll see if Aurora goes for one. They're going to go for the three. That one rimmed out, and a good rebound to Dom Brown, and Seneca will probably go for one. I don't think Harris was paying attention. He got tripped, and a foul on Aurora. And that works out for Seneca because somebody is going to pick up probably the third.
There he goes.
And that's actually the fourth on Boatwright, so that's even bigger.
Yeah, he just walked straight to the bench because he knew it was on him.
As Thornhill and Cole check in. 18 seconds left here in the quarter as Grosjean inbound. Seneca probably going for one shot here. In the corner to Wilson, now to Harris. Swings it to Grosjean. As they're going to reset things near the timeline. Grosjean. Free throw line, Harris, the jumper no good for Wilson. He saves it to Aurora, and that is no good. To end the third quarter of play, we've had ourselves an exciting one here in Seneca. Buckle up for the fourth quarter. Seneca up 51-46 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
And we welcome you back as we get set for the fourth quarter. Seneca up 51-46. Grosjean only with 5 there in the quarter, but he's got 25 in the contest. And it's Seneca ball here to start fourth quarter play. Mount Vernon beat East Newton 42-37. So maybe a mini upset there in Big 8 play, and that shakes up both Big 8 and district play a little bit. A Seneca win here tonight would really shake up both Big 8 and district standings. Wilson fires a three, misses it short, and the rebound goes to Yano. Probably not the shot you want there if you're Seneca. He's driving his Whitener. They kick it out to Boatwright. He's out there with the 4 personals. The three is good for Thornhill, and the lead is cut to 2. Thornhill only had 3 points there in the third quarter.
So Aurora goes to a triangle and 2. They're trying man-to-man on Harris and Grosjean.
As Thornhill is yapping with Grosjean. Wilson going to pop a three. Missed it short. Brown, good job hesitating, and he gets the bucket to fall. Do you want to call that an assist?
That's a pass, right?
As Boatwright out there with 4 personals for Aurora. Out there with 4 for Seneca. Well, Schulte has 4, but he's not out there.
You got to get over. Got to get over here, Tyrone.
As the little floater in the lane is up and in for Lara. That's his first field goal of the night to cut the lead to 2. Harris almost lost his dribble.
Dribbled it off his foot.
Got it back. Almost lost it. Kicks it out to Wilson. Back to Harris. Harris, top of the key to Wilson. Gets it to Grotjohn, being guarded by Thornhill. Gets a screen set. It's an open 3, and that's good for Grotjohn. And I think we have a timeout. Seneca up 56-51, 6:18 to go here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
6:18 to go in the contest. Seneca up 56-51. It is Aurora basketball out of the timeout. Thornhill and Grotjohn, I would say, are going point for point, but Grotjohn has 28 and Thornhill has 19. And that right now is kind of the difference in the game. So Aurora's Thornhill with it. Gets it to Whitener. Seneca has switched to man-to-man. Whitener drives against Wilson, and he traveled with the basketball. Ball will go back to Seneca. They wanted a foul called, but none given.
He shoveled his feet down in there.
Grotjohn gets it into Harris, being harassed by Whitener. Whitener and Harris working against each other. Harris almost lost his dribble a couple times. Got to get rid of it. Gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn being guarded by Thornhill. Drive-by Thornhill. Grotjohn decides not to shoot it. Harris going to drive to the lane, and he was kind of rumbling, bumbling, stumbling on the way up, and now it's a 2-on-1. They decide to pop a 3, no good. Miller fights for the rebound. It's tipped around, goes to Thornhill. That's an open 3, and that's good. And once again, the lead cuts to 2. I do not believe Aurora has led here this evening. May have led early, as Seneca has it in the front court and got numbers. Down low to Brown. Shot blocked, gets it back. Kicks it out to Wilson. Back out to Harris as they're going to reset things. Harris, he's going to pop a 3, and that's drained by Harris. Anytime Aurora has made a shot, Seneca has answered. Thornhill trying to answer on the other end, no good. And the rebound to Grotjohn. He had Harris for a second.
Still got him.
Down low, left-handed layup up and in as they lost him down low. And all of a sudden the lead is up to 7. With 4:50 to go, still a lot of time. Whitener dumps it down low, right-handed layup up and in for Fleetwood. And you knew Aurora wouldn't go anywhere.
Aurora's not going to go anywhere.
Wilson gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn across the timeline. So you now have a different defender on Grotjohn. They switched it from Thornhill to Boatwright. Now to Harris. I can't tell who's guarding Harris. Behind the back dribble, it's Whitener. Harris in the lane, kicks out to Brown. Open 3, no good. Rebound to Wilson, kicks it to Harris. Harris, an open 3, no good. Miller tips it out, but it goes right to Thornhill. Thornhill sides against the 3. Whitener pops a 3. It rims around and falls in. And all of a sudden, we're back down to 2. With 3:50 to go. And a timeout by Seneca. With 3:49 to go, Seneca up 61-59 here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Can you prove that you have a seat in heaven?
Wow, that's a pretty heavy question. What would you say?
Some people say, well, you can imitate Jesus. You can do the things Jesus did as best you can, and that's enough, isn't it?
Billy Graham.
You can do all the good works. You can go with all the people that are doing good social work around the world. But the scripture says, not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us, by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit. The only way you can get a seat is to come to the cross and confess that you're a sinner and receive Christ as Lord and Savior, and come to the empty tomb and believe that he rose again from the dead.
If you're not sure you've got a seat in heaven, let's talk now. Call us 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Seneca basketball out of the timeout, up 61-59, 3:49 to go here in regulation. Jay Schulte checks back in with those 4 personals. I think we're in for a good finish here, Darryl.
It's going to be tight. You got to be able to handle the basketball down the stretch, make good decisions.
Looks like man-to-man defense here from Aurora.
Yep.
As Boatwright has the assignment on Grotjohn. They tried to get it down low. Ball tipped around, and Aurora comes away with it with Whitener. Gets it to Thornhill in the corner. Drive. Little floater is missed. Offensive rebound and putback is up and in, though, for Yandel. And they call a delay of game on Aurora.
Yeah, it'll be a warning.
As we're tied at 61 with 3:25 to go. Sponsors here this evening: New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic. We're tied at 61 with 3:20 to go. Seneca basketball. Harris going to drive. Dump it down low to Brown. Left-handed layup up and in for the big fella down low.
Tough shot here.
It's on the other end. Grotjohn tried to poke it away, and it goes out of bounds.
He saw it, but he just couldn't quite get there in time.
Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden all sponsoring the broadcast. 3:08 to go. Seneca up 2. Trying to, well, I thought they might try and go down low to Yandel. As I think Thornhill with it, being guarded by Harris. Harris has had those 3 personals throughout the second half as Grotjohn just picked up a foul. He picks up his 3rd, team's first here in the second half. Going to the line for 2. I can't see. It looks like it's going to be Lara. This has been a clean 4th quarter. That's only the first foul in the quarter.
Yeah, they got to be a little bit better on their man-to-man because Harris actually halfway picked Grotjohn. Grotjohn couldn't get through it. And so that's what they were talking about a while ago. It's like,
as he hits both free throws, and we're tied at 63. And once again, here comes that pressure from Aurora.
Yeah, just a little token man-to-man pressure. But you got to be able to handle the basketball here. Know what you're supposed to be doing and when you're supposed to be doing it.
Schulte with 4 fouls for the Indians. Brown swings it to Schulte, left wing side. Gets it down low to Harris. That's a tough shot. Can't bank it in, and the rebound goes to Aurora. And now, well, I thought Wilson might pick one up. And the shot no good there. Good job there by Harris. And now you have a 3-on-1. Gets it down low to Grotjohn. His shot no good, but there is a foul. And Grotjohn will go to the line for 2. A little helter-skelter there, but it works in the Indians' favor.
Yeah, Harris went straight up and didn't try to block anything. And
so that's the 3rd personal on Yandel.
Yeah, he just getting Aurora number 4. He just couldn't make it. Cole couldn't make it. Just missed it.
As the first free throw is good for Grotjohn. 1 more coming.
See if you can make free throws down the stretch. Aurora's been making theirs.
Boatwright checks back in with those 4 personals. Grotjohn hits both free throws, and Seneca back up 2, 65-63. 2:20 to go. The clock isn't going, now it goes. And the ball loosed out of bounds as Thornhill and Lara aren't on the same page. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, 4 State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, The Osho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. Brown with it for the Indians. Kicks it to Harris, right wing side. Now to Schulte in the corner. Schulte going to drive. Spin move, his floater no good, and the rebound goes to Yandel. Probably not the shot you're looking for. That situation. Thornhill for 3 in the lead, and that's good. And Aurora has their first lead, I believe, of the contest at 66-65. Still lots of time and 1:40 to go.
Somebody missed an assignment.
As a timeout by Seneca with 1:40 to go. Aurora up 66-65 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians.
And we welcome you back. It's Seneca ball out of the timeout. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians, and Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. And to keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO 917 Sports. Harris with the basketball for Seneca. Gets a screen set, a double screen. Grotjohn fakes the 3, drives in the lane, gets the contact, can't get the ball to go, and Boatwright just fouled out. Boatwright finishes with 7 on the night. So that's the second team foul. Grotjohn to the line for 2. Chance to tie and give Seneca the lead.
Yeah, he got beat down the lane, and he tried to recover in front of him.
It's the first free throw from Grotjohn, rimmed out. This one for the tie. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win.
Making free throws down the stretch, right, Ben?
Yep. Grotjohn hits the second one, and we are tied at 66. With 1:20 to go here in regulation. Thornhill with the basketball, being guarded by Harris. Whitener and Whitehill and Thornhill playing catch.
They might be going for one.
And a timeout by Aurora with 1:13 to go. We'll take it with you here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back. 1:13 to go. We're tied at 66. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. A sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. Aurora basketball inbounding left baseline.
It's a backside cut here.
Got to get it in, and that's a dangerous pass, and it's tipped out of bounds off of
Schulte.
And now you're going to have a different inbounds place as Whitener to trigger it in next to the scorer's table. That was almost a dangerous play for Aurora. as Thornhill was trying to get it to Whitener and could not. Whitener being guarded by Wilson. He drives down low. In the paint, floater missed, rebound to Wilson. And now if you're Seneca, I think you go for one.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if coach is calling timeout or not. And I think Seneca doesn't know exactly what they're going to do. Set things up.
You're probably going for a game winner here if you're the Indians. Harris with it. Gets a screen set. 30 seconds to go. He picks up his dribble. And a foul on Lara. That's his fourth. It's only the team's third, though, so they still have one foul to give, does Aurora.
What's Seneca? I'm sure coach still has a timeout or two left. Don't be surprised if they don't run it down to about 20, say.
So they get it in the backcourt to Harris.
You call the timeout.
Being guarded by Whitener. Now.
You don't want to get in the corner either.
In the front court, and the ball is stolen away. And they thought about going to the rim, and he is. Now they kick it back out, and Cole and Aurora will have a chance for the win with 17 seconds to go here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the four-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100. Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
We're tied at 66, 17.2 seconds to go. The one thing Daryl and I were talking about in the timeout, Seneca one team foul here in the quarter. You have 3 fouls to give. Do you give them at some point? Thornhill to inbound for Aurora.
Yeah, if the kid's got you beat driving to the rim, fouling.
So get it in the backcourt, and they call a
yeah, he hit him on the head.
Foul on Wilson, his first, team second. But it's now a farther inbounds play for Aurora. Makes it a little more difficult as Seneca going to come with some pressure. Whitener with it. And, well, they tried to foul there. Now you have to get back.
Fouling.
Kicks it out. Cole. Kick it back out to Whitener for 3 in the lead, and that's no good. Offensive rebound, put back, and it's good, and that wins the ball game as that is Caden Cole wins the game for Aurora. And Daryl, we talked all night long about boxing out, and Seneca unable to box out on the final play of the game.
Yeah, long rebound on the way back and went to Cole. He put up a good shot.
As I don't think Seneca is just going to go straight to the locker room here this evening. Post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online, campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
He was just a young man, but his mistakes landed him in prison. The ultimate wake-up call. He finally really wanted to get his life straightened out. Now, your prison may not be a correctional facility. You may be held captive by sinful habits or an unhealthy lifestyle. But you can begin again. Jesus died for your sins, offering you forgiveness and a new path for life. Find out how to begin a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Call or text us at 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us online at chataboutjesus.com.
And we welcome you back for the final time here as Aurora, a buzzer-beating win. Post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Aurora improves to 14-7 overall, 4-0 in Big 8 play. Seneca falls to 7-11 overall, 2-3 in Big 8 play. And Daryl, the Big 8 standings got turned upside down on their heads a little bit here because Monette beat Nevada 60-58. Mount Vernon beat East Newton by 5. They really would have got turned on their heads if Seneca could have found a way to win here tonight. But like we said, I mean, you look at this district.
Yeah.
With maybe, Cassville being the oddball, Seneca has proven they can play with all these teams. And it's just a question of if you can do it at the right time.
It's like they just can't get over the hump. Tonight they had everything. They had it there. They played the game they needed to play, and they had their chance at the end. And they're finding ways they're finding ways to lose it instead of trying to find ways to win it. They're bumbling around, they're stumbling around, and it's like, dadgummit, they had it. They had their chance, and with the ball, we got turned over, and Aurora took it down and took advantage of it, and that's what happens.
And you look, a kid that probably under normal circumstances would not be in the game. Boatwright, a senior, fouls out. Cole, a sophomore, is the one that hits the shot to win it.
Just happened to bounce to him in the middle of the paint, a little long rebound, bounce to him in the middle of the paint. He just throws it up just for a grab, and it happens to go in.
You kind of ruin a good night here for Zane. Zane with 31, 16 for Tyrone Harris. We talk all the time about how you have to have, 2 or 3 players contribute, and Seneca had 31, 16, and then 8 for Wilson and 8 for Dom Brown. But unfortunately, Seneca missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free throws on the night, and you lose by 2.
They play the game they needed to play, and when it come down to crunch time, they had a few turnovers, and right there the last 2 or 3 minutes, and had some turnovers and stuff they normally wouldn't do, and Aurora took advantage of it.
Cannon Thornhill finished with 25. He had 3 big threes there in the fourth quarter. 14 for Whitener, 7 apiece for Boatwright, and Cole, of course, hitting the game winner there. And Daryl, for the most part, Seneca did a good job until that fourth quarter of keeping Aurora in tabs. They averaged 71. They scored 68. They had a big quarter that quarter as they finished with 22, and that's kind of the difference there. In the fourth quarter, Aurora kind of got Seneca into scramble mode and got them out of what they needed to do.
Well, you give Aurora an inch, and they got some good shooters on the outside, and they took advantage of it. Hit some big threes and got them back in the game and got them where they could have a chance to win. Fighting their way all the way back and had a chance to win. And that's all you can ask, and it's coming down the stretch. And we had our chances, and it just fell the other way tonight.
Our next Seneca broadcast here will be on Monday night as the Seneca girls travel to Mack County. Should be right around a 7:30 start down there in McDonald County, weather permitting. For Coach Daryl Harbaugh and Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. Once again, your post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. We thank you for watching high school basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.